Okay. Hopefully I gave you an opportunity to catch up on your note-taking. The constitutional democracies seem to have been uniquely successful in promoting capitalism. However, that may have to do with the fact that the Industrial Revolution started in countries that had constitutional democracies, not necessarily indicating that constitutional democracy and Industrial Revolution go hand in hand. I think this is something that cannot be generalized very easily. We can talk a little bit more about this in class if you wish. Other ideas, or ideologies rather. Progress. There's this idea that humanity is always on an upward motion towards material betterment. That seems to be confirmed, that even the poorest have had an increased safety net over the years. Of course, we talk about Darwinism and social Darwinism. And social Darwinism is basically the idea that, because we all know Darwinism, survival of the fittest in biology. Now you just apply that to human society, and it's this idea that weaker or less beneficial or appropriate ideologies are weeded out over time. And so only the strongest or the best ways of thinking about problems will survive. I mean, there are lots of bad ideas that have somehow managed to proliferate throughout society. So I don't know that I entirely believe this. However, you do need to be familiar with social Darwinism. Another idea that we can talk a little bit more about during the lecture is this idea of the Protestant ethic or Protestant work ethic. This idea that hard work, saving, thrift, and honesty lead to salvation. My own research would actually shoot this down. It seems that countries that were successful, it had nothing to do with being Protestant. It had to do with traditions that respected precedent under the law and also protection of property. Many of those countries happen to be Protestant, but that's more of a coincidence, I think, than anything else. So I think that respect for private property and a legal code that emphasizes precedent as opposed to kind of arbitrary recommendations that a king might make are more important than the Protestant ethic. But we can talk more about that in class if you like. And again, under this social Darwinism idea, many kind of inefficient doctrines have perished throughout the course of globalization. Of course,